guys, welcome back. So what we're looking at today is Unit 2, so 7th grade, Unit 2, Lesson 2. So make sure you're in your 7th grade Unit 2 workbook, and we are looking at Lesson 2, Introducing Proportional Relationships with Tables. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so a recipe says that 2 cups of dry rice will serve 6 people. Complete the table as you answer the questions. Be prepared to explain your reasoning. So how many people will 10 cups of rice serve? So if we know we've got this relationship here that 2 cups of rice serve 6 people. So 3 cups will serve 9. And, so 10 is going to serve, we're just multiplying 2 times 3, 3 times 3. 10 times 3 is 30. So it'll serve 30 people, 10 cups of rice will. How many cups of rice are needed to serve 45 people? Well, what would we have to multiply by 3 to get 45? That would be 15. So looking for that relationship, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 3 is a constant of proportionality. Number 2, a recipe says that 6 spring rolls will serve 3 people. Complete the table. So if we take 6 and divide it by 3, we're going to get 2. So if we take 30 and divide it by 2, we're going to get 15. If we take 40 and divide it by 2, we're going to get 20. Now, 28 times 2 is 56. So we're just looking to make this a proportional relationship. So essentially, we're multiplying. So notice, going from 6 to 30 is multiplied by 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. It's the exact same idea. So we can use that to also help us sometimes, depending on the values, because obviously we don't have a nice conversion between 6 to 40. All right, making bread dough. A bakery uses 8 tablespoons of honey for every 10 cups of flour to make bread dough. Some days they bake bigger batches and some days they bake smaller batches, but they always use the same ratio of honey to flour. Complete the table as you answer the questions. Be prepared to explain your reasoning. So, how many cups of flour do they use with 20 tablespoons of honey? So, we need to take and look at what the relationship is between these. So, we have 8 to 10, and we're looking for that constant of proportionality. So finding out what we need to multiply by. So if we take 8 and divide it by 10, we get 8 tenths. 20 divided by 8 tenths is going to give us 25. So 25 cups of flour. How many cups of flour do they use with 13 tablespoons? Same idea. 13 divided by 0.8 is going to give us 16.25. So all I did was take 8 and divide it by 10 to get 0.8. How many tablespoons of honey do they use with 20 cups of flour? Oops, I forgot to write that one on there. So now we're going the other way. So instead of taking 20 and dividing it by 10, now we're going to take 20 and multiply it by 0.8, which is going to give us 16. So what is a proportional relationship represented by this table? The amount of honey is proportional to the amount of flour. So proportional is your key word for this lesson, proportional. All right, last but not least, quarters and dimes. 4 quarters are equal in value. 4 quarters are equal in value to 10 dimes. So 4 quarters represents $1, 10 dimes represents $1. So that's how we know they are equal. So find how many dimes equals the value of 6 quarters. Well, finding how many dimes represent 1 quarter is going to help us. So 1 quarter is how much? It's 25 cents. And so how many dimes is that going to take? Well, 2 dimes is 20, 3 dimes is 30. So it's going to have to be 2.5 dimes, which I know technically is not possible, but that is our unit value is 2.5 dimes for every 1 quarter. So we'll take 6 times 2.5 and we'll find out that it's 15. So it would be $1.50. Now what about 14? So take 14, multiply it by 2.5, and we get 35. And then we already did 3 by finding the value of 2.5. So what value belongs next to the 1 in the table? What does it mean? So 2.5 means that 2.5 dimes are worth the same amount as a single quarter. All right, so this is all about our proportional relationships and representing them. It's essentially like doing equivalent ratios. We're looking at taking that 1 to 2.5 and looking at other values for it. So it kind of plays on when we looked at our ratios. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.